Hey fourth graders, welcome back to the YouTube channel. I hope you guys are doing great today. You're staying safe, washing your hands, and keeping your brains busy. Today we're going to continue spending some time with our park text and gonna dive right in where we left off yesterday with question 4. So looking at question 4, I'm going to share my screen with you. Looking at question 4, we are going to be finding the meaning of lines 37 and 38 of Life Doesn't Frighten Me. And again, same with yesterday's lesson, if you needed help understanding the poem Life Doesn't Frighten Me, please go to Miss Rose's video from 2 days ago, and she's going to walk through that poem with you and ask you some questions to ensure you understood it. So stop the video here, go to her video, and then come back and we'll go through these questions. So what is the meaning of the lines 37 through 38? And here are the two lines. I've got a magic charm that I keep up my sleeve. So we're going to think, what's the meaning of those two lines? I've got a magic charm that I keep up my sleeve. So this question's asking us as the reader to use what we've read in the poem, understand it, and then kind of make an inference about what we know about this phrase and the context of this phrase in the poem. So when somebody says, like, I've got something up my sleeve, we know as a reader that doesn't necessarily mean they're actually hiding something up their sleeve. It's a figure of speech. So we know that that's a figure of speech, and we have that background knowledge. So we have that before we even are answering this question. So let's look at the answer choices here. A secret talent to use when the time is right. B, a symbol of the speaker's imagination. C, a treasure hidden from the cruel classmates. Or D, a scary experience from the speaker's nightmare. So are any of those options something that one might keep hidden? Much like the figure of speech, kind of keeping something up your sleeve. I think one of them is. Which one? Is it A, B, C, or D? Go ahead and answer out loud in 3, 2, 1. Which is it? Yep, it's A. So a secret talent to use when the time is right. Kind of like we say, like, I've got something up my sleeve. It's you're kind of keeping it to yourself to then use when the time is right. You're not just going to kind of reveal it just at any time. You're going to keep it, and then you're going to let it loose right when the time is right. So that's exactly what the speaker of the poem was doing here. And then part B is going to ask us which lines from the poem best demonstrate the answer to part A. So we got to go back to the poem now and see which lines are telling us a secret talent that she's using when the time is right. So lines 10 and 11 say, dragons breathing flame on my counterplane. Is that a secret talent used when the time is right? No. So we're going to cross it off. Lines 28 through 29, to that new classroom where boys all pulling my hair. Is that a secret talent to use when the time is right? No. So we're going to cross it off. Lines 35 through 36, if I'm afraid at all, it's only in my dreams. Is that a secret talent? No. So we're going to cross it off. So this one, we've eliminated 3 options. Hopefully, this last one's going to be a secret talent that's used when the time is right. I can walk on the ocean floor and never have to breathe. So walking underwater and never having to breathe, is that a secret talent? Bing, bing, bing. So we're going to circle D. So if you guys put A for part A and D for part B, good job. Give yourself 2 checks, 2 stars, 2 smileys, whatever you want to keep track of your correct answers. And we're going to keep it moving to number 5. Number 5, part A, is asking us to summarize the speaker's thoughts in Life Doesn't Frighten Me. So throughout the whole poem, we're asked to summarize all of the speaker's thoughts. So that's kind of asking us the main idea of the poem. So is it A, some challenges are more difficult than others? B, dreams can be helpful when solving problems? C, confidence is the best weapon against fear? Or D, being alone is the scariest place to be? Which thought do you think the speaker had throughout the poem? A, B, C, or D? If you wrote C, you're correct. It is C. Part B, which lines from the poem show evidence to answer A? So which lines show confidence? So we're looking for confidence in part B. Is it lines 1 and 2, shadows on the wall, noises down the hall? Does that show confidence? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Thumbs down. That doesn't show confidence. Lines 10 and 11, dragons breathing flame on my counterplane. Does that show confidence? Thumbs up or thumbs down? That doesn't show confidence. I just smile, they go wild. I think that's a thumbs up. That's showing confidence. If somebody's just smiling, everybody else is going wild. Lines 35 through 36, I can walk on the ocean floor and never have to breathe. Does that show confidence? So which answer is it, A, B, C, or D? Correct, it is C. All right, moving on to number 6. So refer to the story, just like home, and refer to the poem, Life Doesn't Frighten Me, for questions 6 and 7. And this is going to be our last question for the day, so we're just going to do question 6, which is the last multiple choice question. So we're combining the poem and the story for this question. The author of the story, just like home, uses different structural elements than the poem, Life Doesn't Frighten Me. Which structural element is found in the story? Remember, when we talk about the structure of a story, we're talking about how it is written and how it is compiled. For example, this is an article I read the other day, and this was the title. A structural element is it had a diagram here. It had a bulleted list here. These are all structural elements: a bold title, a diagram, a bulleted list. Okay, those are all structural elements of this informational article. All right. So it's asking us, how is this made? How is the story made? So which structural element was only found in the story? It wasn't found in the poem. Setting, dialogue, description, rhythm. Thinking in my head, which was only found in the story? Setting. Setting, I know that setting is a place. Well, if I was unsure on this question, I would think both the poem and the story had a place. So I'm going to cross that one off. Dialogue. Dialogue. I know dialogue is 2 people talking. All right, I'm going to come back to that one. Description. It seems like the author in the story described things, and I know the speaker in the poem was describing things, so that can't be it. In rhythm, I know poetry always has rhythm, so that can't be it. So I'm going back to dialogue. So dialogue is two people talking. I'm going to scroll back to the story and think, did this story have dialogue? Right here, a voice, what are you guys doing? And I see the structural element of dialogue is these quotation marks and always words like asked, said, yelled, screamed, exclaimed, words like that. And I see a voice asked. So I know there was dialogue in the story. I just refreshed my brain. So I'm gonna go back and I know it is B. That is a structural element that was in the story that was not in the poem. So it's B, dialogue. And now I need to get evidence from the story that best supports my answer to part A. So I just came up with that dialogue has the punctuation of quotation marks, and it has words like exclaimed, asked, said. It has these conversation words, like good writers, like all of you guys, put in our writing. So I'm going to look in these answers if there's quotation marks in any answers, and if there is words like said, exclaimed, that sort of thing. But I know that these answers are all going to have quotation marks because they're all quotes from the text. So actually these answers need to have double quotation marks that are going to look like, get a blank sheet of paper. They're actually going to look pretty funny. They're going to look like this on both sides. So let me look. Is it A, B, C, or D? Which answer has double quotation marks? It is D. It looks like the universe with lots of planets and stars, said Lily. So it is D. All right, so now we are to our essay. So next video, we are going to identify and interpret the prompt of this essay. So I look forward to meeting with you guys and connecting with you Monday when we do that. I hope you guys have a really great weekend and spend it indoors and only go out when you need to, so we can hopefully get back to school soon, and don't go anywhere that you don't need to, because we want to not touch anything we don't need to or see anyone we don't, so we don't get any germs that we don't need. I miss you guys, and comment below with your answers, your thoughts, your opinions, and if you need any help at all. All right, miss you guys. Bye.